Hello everyone, today I'll be coloring my character here by UV unwrapping it and also texture painting, in Blender of course. It's actually kind of easy. I imagine UV mapping as if I'm wrapping a Christmas present, just using a 2D paper and then wrapping it around my character. So behind me here is my character model. I haven't actually assigned the material to it, so let me just do that. There's a faster way to assign all of them, like at once, but I forgot, so I just did it manually one by one. After that, I can start marking seams on my model so the program can understand where to unwrap my 2D texture for my character. By the way, I'm pressing U here to mark my seams. I'm just doing a vertical cross section on every object. Although, if your character is more detailed than mine, you might find it easier to just mark seams around smaller individual parts like hands, arms, foot, ears, socks, gloves, whatever, man. But like I said, I don't have to do that since I want my character's texture to be minimalistic. There are some exceptions down here. It's like the untucked part of the shirt, I decided to mark seams around it, which basically means when I unwrap my model, this part of the shirt is not going to be mapped together with the rest of the shirt. It's just gonna be its own separate little part of the texture. After that, the rest is the same. Honestly, for a smaller part like the mouth or even the eyeball, you can just make another material and make it black. Okay, next I'm going to check if I mark all the seams correctly. I'm going to split my screen by going into the corner, left click, and dragging it out like so. I'll be changing one of the screen to UV editor so I can see how my character unwrapped. Next, I'm dragging up this area down here. If you don't already have it, then you can create one just like with the UV editor. I'm going to change this area into a shader editor. So inside of here, I'm editing the lazy koala material. It's what I named the material I'm using for my model. I'm pressing Shift A and going down here to texture and adding image texture. Just gonna connect this node to the base color. Just changing our perspective to the viewing material. You should see this. Next, I'm creating a new image, naming it whatever. And down here in the blank generated type, I'm just gonna change it to UV grid so we can see if there's any stretching on our character. I don't need my texture to be very detailed, so I don't really need higher pixels, but I'm just gonna give it 2000. Okay, next I'm going to unwrap my character onto the UV grid. Going into object mode, selecting all of them, going into the edit, and then also selecting everything. I'm going to now press U and unwrap. And here you can see the texture on my UV grid. You can change the placement of these textures around. If you want more details on certain places, you can just make that place a little bigger on the UV grid. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, with that done, we can finally start texture painting, which is, in my opinion, the fun part. Okay, going back to my model, I can select one of the object. I will start with the shirt, and then go to the texture paint. And inside of here, I can start painting how I want to. I increased the brush size really big to cover everything when I brush, but I forgot that I have a fill tool, the bucket thing here, that I can just use. If you have a reference for your character, you can use it here and then color him correctly. Right now, I'm just using my artistic intuition, you can say. You can see on the side that your texture is getting updated every time you use the brush or using a fill tool. Going up to my koala's face, where I actually have to put in details, I'll be using the brush. You can go to the left side on the tools here, and then you can change the brush settings. Going down here, I'm going into stroke, and then I'm going to check this stabilize stroke. It should help me color him better because I'm currently using trackpad to color him. So yeah. And with that, I just have to color him and all done. Honestly, he's looking kinda good. I think he looks pretty dapper. So that is it for my video. I made sure to make this as concise as possible. I hope you enjoyed and also maybe learned something new. I'm not sure. So yeah, what do you think? You can comment down below, give me some feedback, like, subscribe, or other stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.